Hey, I'm Hybrid Joe, and I transformed my physique from this to this in only a year of training. And today I'll be talking about the optimum rest times for my training method, which is hybrid training. So, what is hybrid training, you may ask? Basically, it's taking calisthenics and bodybuilding and combining them both. People always want to perform the new calisthenics exercises like the planche or the front lever because they're popular on the internet right now. And I myself too took a liking to these exercises and I've always wanted to perform them. But I've always wanted an aesthetic physique, which is the one that looks really attractive. With the golden ratio, with the V-taper and everything. But calisthenics simply didn't include some of the exercises which were necessary for that. Like the lateral raises. You couldn't perform lateral raises on calisthenics. You can't target the side delts or the upper chest. So I decided to train both calisthenics and bodybuilding, which is my personal favorite training method, which is hybrid training. And I've always wanted to have an aesthetic physique and I've always wanted to perform those calisthenics exercises. So basically I said why not just do both? And that is hybrid training. So going back to our topic now, what is the optimum rest times for hybrid training? For hybrid training, I'd recommend resting from 2 to 5 minutes of rest. And that is because in hybrid training, we train a specific method which is high intensity training. Because high intensity training actually limits the amount of fatigue you get, and it also maximizes muscle hypertrophy at the same time, which accomplishes both of our goals, which is muscle hypertrophy and saving energy for calisthenics exercises. But to perform high intensity training, you have to go every set to absolute muscular failure. So that's why I recommend between each set, I recommend that you rest a lot, anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. Just rest until you're refreshed enough to do another set. This limits fatigue. So because we do high intensity training, 2 to 5 minutes of rest is perfect for this. And since calisthenics is mainly based on endurance, I'd recommend only resting from 2 to 3 minutes for calisthenics exercises like pull-ups or dips. But for bodybuilding exercises, I'd recommend doing from anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes of rest. I, for example, would rest anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes for incline bench press. But for pull-ups, for example, I'd rest only 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes is the optimum sweet spot for muscle hypertrophy, and at the same time you're training your endurance. Your muscles haven't recovered that much yet, so your endurance is getting trained, and at the same time they have recovered enough to be broken down again. So this is perfect for both muscle hypertrophy and endurance. But if your training style is high volume and you like that and your body responds well to high volume, I'd recommend resting a little less. Your workouts will take forever if you rest 5 minutes between each set if you do 50 sets per workout. So yeah, I'd recommend hybrid training with high intensity and resting anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes based on what exercise you're doing.